Meantime, a new warning from Elon Musk about bias with artificial intelligence. Here's a clip from his sit-down interview tomorrow night with Tucker.
What's happening is they're training the AI to lie.
Yes.
It's bad.
To lie. That's
lie.
exactly right. And to withhold information.
To lie and yes, comment on some things, not comment on other things, but not to say what the data actually demands that it say.
How did it get this way? I thought you funded it at the beginning. What happened?
Yeah, well, that'll be ironic. But the most ironic outcome is the most likely, it seems.
To lie or not to lie? Let's start with you, Guy. Your thoughts.
Well, people lie. And so AI directed by humans will probably have some dishonesty in the mix. You know, I was thinking about this last night because we had a big conversation about AI around the table yesterday. And I wonder how many of the concerns being raised, and I'm not saying that they're illegitimate concerns at all, but I wonder how many of the things that people are wringing their hands about vis-a-vis AI are also things that people said upon the advent and then the rise of the internet as well. Right? Like, oh, there'll be an explosion of new information, some of which might not be true, and so on and so forth. I just wonder, is there a parallel there? Are we maybe going too deep into the negativity on AI and overlooking some of the positive elements because people made that mistake with the internet as well? Not to say that there wasn't a downside to the internet. There's a very dark side as well, but maybe we were getting ourselves a little hyped up yesterday. I don't know.
Dr. Sapphire?
Well, I think we saw a glimpse of, in my opinion, what will happen when AI becomes more prevalent. Well, look what happened with COVID and just social media in general with the censoring of information that was deemed misinformation by the humans that were controlling the algorithm. I think as you continue to program artificial intelligence, you're going to see the same bias and the same censorship. And so it's going to behoove the humans to make sure that you're doing your own research and not heavily depending on what you're finding. Same thing happens in a Google search. You can Google all you want, but that doesn't necessarily give you everything that is out there on the topic. So if you are researching something, you actually have to go to some of the sources because Google itself censors things.
Yeah, what I would add is, and I understand Guy's concern and your point as well, the significant difference here between this and any other technology is that it presumes to replace us. That we are not looking at this as a resource that we then consume and then we use and put out there, which is information. It is that it then manages the information. It would then act on the information. So that's why we hear about the loss of jobs, the nature of what humans can do, what is our value as human beings. And that, I think, is the larger question. I think the best question ever that you have to ask is, what is the point of what we do as human beings?
Well, to Guy's point, though,
this affects that question.
To play devil's advocate with you, Tammy, to Guy's point, I was reading an article today about how the military, a military general was quoted in the New York Times or Washington Post, I was reading an article saying that they've already begun to implement AI in ways that would do wargaming and calculate all the possibilities of outcomes that our adversary, in this case, I believe it was China, may be doing, in that the AI can think faster in real time to help us on the battlefield. So maybe there is some areas that we should say maybe we need it there. But then on the other hand, you raise a point, like, do we want AI in charge of our wars?
No, because the algorithm can come up with all these possibilities, but the human experience, the person who's actually been there, can bring something else to that table. So as I said yesterday, AI plus the human brain need to be used in conjunction. One is not to replace the other.
And the question is, what are the guardrails? Yeah. And who decides?
And for those old enough to remember 2000 Space Odyssey, Hal wouldn't open the pod bay doors. So
that's right.
The astronaut died. Go figure. Stick around. The Big Four is next. You don't want to miss it.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.